Yeah, we adopted a dog, and he's amazing. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. So we have already been thinking about this for quite some time, and we even spent basically 1 month on this process, in the adoption process. We had to walk in basically every day, and since day one, in the day one actually was a little bit scared, a little bit, you're probably just another volunteer and that's it. But after they started passing, after a week, every time he saw us, he was already pretty happy, and that was the moment that us, and of course the association, also understood that the decision was already made. He made the decision. So we decided to actually go for it, and now he actually adopted him. His name is Mayo, but we actually changed it to Lyon. Actually Lyon, but first we are in the Lyon. So basically that was the first thing we understood that we wanted to do, after spending some time with him. We didn't really connect that much with the name Mayo, so we started going to Lyon with the goal of finishing with Lion. He's basically a mix of a German Shepherd and we don't know what else, but he's a pretty cute guy, and as you can see his ears are like this. So we believe he may have like a Labrador or something on him, but overall he's the cutest dog I have ever met. He loves dogs, he loves people, but he's very scared of literally anything that moves. Anything that you can possibly imagine, like opening doors, the elevator, the fact that he's right now living in an apartment. Everything is new to him, which in one side is cute, because you see his puppy side, but on the other one, he's 1 year and half, he should have already know at least some of this stuff. But unfortunately, we don't know much about his past life, we just know that he was basically abandoned. And I have no idea how, because he's the cutest thing ever. It took him some time to basically relax, the first couple of days he was quite scared. But right now, he actually loves cuddles. But every now and then he gets a little bit nervous, like right now. I don't know if you can hear it, he's a little bit hyperventilating. And this happens basically, I would say every hour. But it's common for a dog that, basically got out of the shelter and this is his first time, outside of there. So it's normal that he still has a lot of anxiety. But every time we come close to him, we give him pets, he always normally feels a little bit better and his hyperventilation goes a little bit down, so that's a good sign. And of course we actually built a place for him here in the setup room, so that he has a place where he can chill, and also he has a little bit of separation anxiety, so every time we have to leave the house we try to not leave for a lot of time, but of course we also have to train him to relax. So we basically have this crate where he has his toys, it's where we give him food. He also has a collar to make him a little bit more relaxed, which only works with some dogs, but with him is actually doing wonders. And we also put some relaxing music when we get out, and all of this to make sure he doesn't really panic, because if he starts panicking then the separation anxiety will get even worse. But right now our goal is to basically make him feel like home and understand that we are not going to leave. He will get food, he will be he will still be in this house, and that's basically what we have to do to make sure he doesn't stress much. And yeah, as you can see, it's quite a cute place. One interesting thing about him is that he doesn't really like to play with toys, which I was not aware that. I know that of course there are dogs that don't really like toys that much, but in my head, I have always had dogs in my life and they always normally loved some toys, even if they, didn't play much with them, at least they would like one or two. But he doesn't. He does not like any toys. Also, of course, he doesn't really know how to play with them, so it's good that, we start going to the park, because that is another thing. He loves to play with other dogs. He loves it. He runs, he goes with them. That's basically his way of, wasting energy. But we also want to teach him a little bit about playing with the ball and everything, because it's good, because when there are no dogs outside, like I need him, to take his anxiety out, to make him, work a little bit, and I can run with him, and I want to try to teach him to run after the ball, so, we can take his anxiety out and also be a little bit tired. But yeah, it's quite interesting that he's not really into toys, and we bought like quite a lot just for him, but there's no problem. I mean, it's part of training. We also understood that since he didn't like them and right now he's not gonna use them, we actually gave them to the shelter so they can have them, because there are a lot of dogs that love toys. And of course, because I know some of you will ask, how was the first night? The first night was quite an interesting night, because he was a little bit, clearly a little bit stressed in the beginning, but eventually we all fell asleep. But then at 4:35 he started crying a lot, so basically we decided to take a walk with him at 5 a.m. We went outside and we spent like 1 hour walking through the city, and also a little bit to a green side that it's half an hour away from here. So basically we had to go and take a walk at 5 a.m. I'm still dying from that day, but to be honest, it was not a problem at all, because in the beginning you're always very excited, and we knew for a fact that this is very hard for him. So for us doing such a small sacrifice of waking a bit early just for him to chill, honestly, it's not a problem. But yeah, it was not the best night, but I have heard stories of way worse, so I am quite happy that he didn't stress that much. And yeah, I mean, he's quite a lovely dog. I just wanted also all of you to know that we made this decision because I think it's quite an important decision. And also for the people that have seen Wes the Beagle that every now and then appears in my videos and in my photos, he's not actually our dog. He's just he's the dog of the father of my girlfriend, yeah. So we take care of him every now and then, but he's definitely not our dog, and that's also why we really wanted to have a dog of our own, so we can take him everywhere, give him like the best experiences ever. And when we went to the adoption place, I mean, we just fell in love with him. He's beautiful, he's really nice with everyone, with every single dog. He's a little bit of a brute, so we're still learning how to play, but in general, I just wanted you to know about this. And also, I mean, if you're thinking about adopting a dog, if it's something that you have been maybe crossing your mind, I actually advise you to check the Protectora Barcelona if you're of course from Barcelona. They are quite a good association that really cares about animals, and they have some really good ones. I even did a photo shoot with them, which will probably be the next video for next Saturday, so that you can take a look. I did a photo shoot with them, it was quite amazing. They are beautiful, so if that's something that you're thinking about it, I definitely say go for it. But of course remember that adopting a dog is not only good things. You're gonna have to wake up quite early just to take him out because he's stressed, and of course try to deal with some behavioral problems that he comes. But at the end of the day, you're just giving them an happy place, and me and my girlfriend believe he's already being quite happy. So yeah, we are quite also excited about this, and you're probably going to start seeing a lot in this channel with a lot of videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just to let you know about this. And yeah, now I'm gonna go back to work, and my baby boy will go back to sleep like he always does. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.